Today at DSD platform, we have Mr. Rajendra Padmanabhan. He is the principal of Sunrise International School, Abu Dhabi. He is the ex-chairman of Abu Dhabi Principals Association, and he is having more than 35 years of experience in teaching and school administration. Welcome, sir, at DSD platform.
Thank you.
So I read your profile. Long back, you started your journey from Delhi and now here in Abu Dhabi. How do you see your journey?
It was a very interesting journey, rather, I must say. I don't call it as a challenge, as a challenging journey, because as a teacher, be it in India or elsewhere in the world, your purpose or your mission is same. That is actually to become, to carve out or to, bring out the best from the children who are coming in front of you and help them to become better citizens to lead the world. So that will be the mission of every teacher. So, but definitely I feel a marked difference when I compare the children from my previous experience back in Delhi and in UAE. That is because of the society's configuration and compulsions. So therefore it is manageable, and children are children everywhere, be it in Delhi or in UAE. And we as teachers, as school administrators, needs to understand the their situation, and then we need to take it very positively so that we become their guides and role models in leading the world.
Yes. So what a wonderful journey you had, and still you are serving the society. So round of applause to you, sir. And
thank you very much, ma'am.
All are waiting for the opening of a new school that you are going to do in April, I guess.
Yes, it is going to start from April 22, and we are in the final stages of furnishing and finishing touches, because we are coming up with a brand new campus in the middle of Abu Dhabi city, very centrally located, for the convenience of all the people or all the parents and the students of who are living within the Abu Dhabi island, because children had to travel about 40-45 kilometers away to Banias east or west, or even in the Musafa school. So it was a Herculean task for the little ones to spend more than 1.5 hours in the morning hours, or especially in winter season when it is foggy.
Yes.
So it was posing a lot of threat to the parents, concern to the parents, and even to the authorities here. So it is all thanks to the government of Abu Dhabi, because our India's relation with the UAE has been very pleasant and very cordial, happy, and they have decided to give this new project to the Indian society for an Indian school. It is going to be the biggest school in Abu Dhabi.
Wow.
Biggest CBSE school. It is coming up in a 10-acre plot, and with a student capacity somewhere around 6,500 students can study in this campus.
Research says that emotional intelligence plays a major role in our success, happiness, and emotional well-being. What is your opinion about it?
See, controlling one's emotion is a very important thing in any environment, any situation where you are in. And it is more so in case of a school, because schools where you deal with the living files, I tell my teachers, you are dealing with the human files rather. Each student is a file which requires attention every second. So it is always necessary for the teacher to have a very well developed emotional balance.
Yes.
And that, we know emotional intelligence is an intelligent way of controlling your emotions. That's what I believe. Intelligent way in the sense, you instead of jumping into conclusions, you try to perceive or analyze the situation and arrive at a justifiable solution and get it reflected through your action. This is what actually the emotional intelligence comes handy. And when we may be coming to the campus or to any workplace with a lot of personal emotional imbalances. So it is, it is okay to have that, because we are all human beings. We undergo various stages of emotional imbalances. But when you reach a school, your emotions or your expressions, your facial feelings are going to have a reflection on the children in your class. So it is definitely therefore necessary for the teacher to have a wonderful emotional balance and emotional intelligence That intelligence comes when the teacher understands the need of the children who are in front of them. There may be different types of queries, questions, or situations coming up, and the teacher needs to understand their age level, their need to reach their stage. That is what I believe. When you put yourself in the place of the others, you definitely arrive at a justifiable or a reasonable conclusion. So that is where I feel it is an emotional intelligence. An intelligent person, intelligent teacher, intelligent leader need not be, reacting immediately before analyzing the situation. So this is where I believe emotional intelligence is very, very important as far as schools and teachers' profession is concerned. So it is more so in the leadership role. So definitely, I know I need to possess a lot of intelligence in as far as emotional controlling is concerned. So I try to make it as much as possible. But then definitely that is what is I expect from the teachers, from the staff. So they know the ups and downs of the emotional balance of the children and the society. But at the same time, it is necessary to remind them from time to time that which way we need to do. These are the modifications or changes which has happened now. Therefore, we need to modify ourselves in this way. Because as I said earlier, a teacher remains a teacher in the school for maybe about 6 to 7 hours. And the remaining part of the day, she's a mother, she's a wife, she's a sister or a daughter, a lot of other responsibilities. So managing all these things together and not reflecting that on your professional side is where actually that, reminder or a remembrance or maybe the, such sessions will be useful. So that will help a long way. I definitely feel that the teachers needs to be oriented once in, 3 months time, that we will definitely be planning such sessions also from time to time from the help of experts from the society, or maybe even I may invite Pratibha Tiwari ji for addressing our teachers or staff to be emotionally intelligent.
We can see like information is easily available for everyone, especially for the students. So like, what are your suggestions for the students and the parents, how they can use emotional intelligence to take care of their emotional well-beings and filtering of the data?
See, that is actually, we need to train the children. We need to train the children by, setting an example by ourselves. Children are getting training. As a teacher, no school can impart 100% education. What we learn in our lifetime comes, only 25% comes from the formal education from schools or colleges, wherever it is. That is actually going to help you in professional life. Or to become a healthy human being or a happy human being later on. But at the same time, our learning or the information what we learn, the 75% comes from various other sources. You have your peer group relations. Somewhere you get about 25% of them. You get 25% from your parents, the first source of information or first place of learning. And then this 25% is actually coming from intuitive learning, the one's own learning. You find out your own solution. So this is what actually we need to understand. The child gets the information from all angles. It is not only the teacher who is giving the information. And nowadays that Google is actually above everybody, everything else. In a fingertip, you get all the informations. We never had this chance of getting such information. So that is why we need to understand the challenges, the situation or the scenario has changed a lot. The children are exposed to a lot of new things, which we could not even dream about when we were students. So therefore, we need to understand and go to their level and, try to help them to come up with that. Like, for example, nowadays we started this online learning platforms. The people who never used to touch the computer also nowadays is actually capable of setting up Zoom meetings or maybe team meetings or maybe, whatever the different platforms. And then they are able to reflect themselves. So it's a good thing. When we reach a stage, when we don't have any other way out, we will be compelled to learn. That is what actually, the system teaches everybody and they learn themselves. So
Yes.
that is, again, in a way we can say it is a survival of the fittest, or the compulsion of the time, or the necessity is the mother of invention, or anything, whichever the term you can use it as. So that's what I believe, because emotional intelligence or emotional imbalances needs to be controlled by all human beings. And this is something which we see in the society, modern society. People are so impatient. That patience is what is missing. And that is what is causing this emotional imbalance. And that is the reason why the teachers or we all need to be intelligent as far as emotional control is concerned.
What is your message from DSD platform to your, like, our audience and for everyone?
See, every organization, be it a family or a school or any office or any establishment, it's a complex system. It's a complex mechanism. And physical structure or the facilities or infrastructure is not what is going to decide what is to be done. It is the human interface, human intelligence, which has to put it into a proper usage, where we convert that into effective platforms of learning or doing our responsibilities. So my message to the entire society right now is, we need to be very cool and very calm, and obey the instructions which comes from the authorities from time to time, and follow what is required to be done. And I'm sure that I believe that the things will become normal, and very soon we will be able to start the schools in its normal course of action. And everybody needs to realize one thing: we all believe, or we all belong to different spheres of life, different stages of life, different scenarios, situations. And please don't start judging others based on your situation, because it is always better, as I mentioned in the beginning, that empathizing, we always think of sympathies. Forget about sympathies. That is not what is required now. It is empathy what is actually required. You put yourself in others' place before you react. So if we follow that principle, I think the world will become more happier place. When we can think about above all other considerations, be it linguistic, religious, or caste, creed, all those variations, we can keep aside and become one society of human race with around 750-800 crore people in this world. If we start believing in that, instead of judging each other, if we understand each other, the world will become very happy place to live. And that is what I expect all of us grown-ups to impart that basic values to our children, so that we prepare them for the future challenges.
Yes, a powerful message. Thank you so much for being on the DSD platform.